Estefany Petze has her eyes set on the future. She's just 9 years old, but already she's spent more time in school than her parents and grandparents combined.
I like school. I like writing and math.
Estefany and millions of other children are benefiting from the introduction of free primary education back in 1996. Since then, the number of Guatemalan children enrolled in primary schools has doubled, and the number of people who can't read or write has dropped by half to around 17% of the population. But in spite of these successes, Indigenous Maya communities are still at an enormous disadvantage. For thousands of rural Guatemalan children, the hard economic realities mean that going to school is simply not an option. Starting at a young age, most children here start to work. Their families depend on them to help out. And as their parents have little or no education themselves, working can take priority over school. Seemingly minor expenses like school supplies can also stop parents from taking advantage of a free education.
2 of my children are already in school and I can't afford to send any more. My husband cuts wood in the mountains to sell, but he doesn't earn much and we hardly have enough money to buy food.
But it's not just access to education that's the problem. Studies have shown the quality of education in rural parts of the country to be second-rate at best. Estefany's classroom didn't have desks or chairs until a local NGO made a donation. And her teacher says there aren't enough textbooks for either the students or the teachers.
I think the government sends out the materials, but they don't arrive here at the schools. I don't know what happens to them, but I know they don't come here.
Although no government officials were available at the time of our visit, they sent the statement. Guatemala has more than 90% enrollment at the primary level. Now the challenge is to improve the quality of education. We want new teachers to receive a university education and current teachers to continue their professional development. Tackling educational inequality is essential for Guatemala to meet the goals set out by the United Nations and to bring opportunities to children, especially in rural areas. And with the clock ticking down, there is little time to waste. David Mercer, Al Jazeera, in San Pablo, Guatemala.